Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Christiana-Simon. I will be putting my hair up as to not cause distraction as I play with it because I'm nervous. So starting with that, it's a great segue because I'm going to be talking more just about myself and things that I think you should know about who I am as you follow me. And a huge thing is fashion and styling. So I grew up with very fashion-forward grandmothers. My dad's mom has worked in fashion and always had me in just crazy outfits as a kid and really expensive, fine, basically art, I swear, fashion. So I started with that love and that kind of standard of respect for fashion since I was a kid. And on the other side of the family tree, my Nana, who's my mom's mom, my Italian Nana, she took me to garage sales and always got us really dressed up for big family events. So I've also had that side. So I have the great deep love and appreciation for fashion as an art, and then I had the really practical rules of fashion and day in and day out wear from my grandma on the other side. So I kind of come from this weird balance of those two, where it's I'm gonna go to Goodwill over a department store any day, but I'm gonna scream if I find vintage Chanel. You know what I mean? There's a balance. But my relationship with fashion and style is really weird and really difficult. I'm slowly talking about it. It is something that I am kind of present tense on my journey, and by no means I think I'm just gonna arrive one day, so it makes sense for me to just be authentic and let you into that a little bit more. But within my gender identity and being bigendered, I do really fully identify both male and female. So my brain works kind of opposite. My chosen name is Simon. Simon is a lot more of the really fun, eccentric, fashion, really goofy, outlandish, you could kind of put me in anything. Whereas I feel look, I'm stumbling with my hair. Whereas I feel Christiana any day of the week is just gonna want to be in all black and want to be in a uniform or in a suit or just something very simple. Because for me, getting dressed, it totally impacts my mind. I cannot move forward until my exterior is kind of neutralized. So I've also stopped modeling a lot in the past year because of that. I was finding myself canceling coffee dates because I couldn't get the right outfit together. And not that I'm trying to impress anyone, but it was genuinely this barrier of self where I couldn't bring all of me to the table, and so I just wouldn't come to the table. And I think that was a great justice to myself because I don't ever want to bring less than who I am. So the journey within clothes has been widely improved and enriched and healed, honestly, a lot by my friend Natalie Happy. So she is an incredible friend from St. Louis, Missouri, and she has a store called Happy Shopping. It's HAPPE, and her help has been invaluable because she has come alongside me, styled me for photo shoots, but also taken hours and hours of time to learn about the different things about my clothes that make me tick and make me not. So I am wearing a black t-shirt, but I have an incredible piece of new clothing from her that you can't see that is anyway. So I love fashion. I hope you can just see by the light in me that it is something I care a lot about. It is really difficult. So I have a quick story for you about my relationship with clothes, and also talk a little bit more about my amazing, crazy Italian family. We have a big Christmas Eve dinner every year where all the different sides of our Italian family in Indianapolis come together for dinner to celebrate Christmas. And we always dress up for them. It's kind of like a formal affair. I always would joke and say, "Mom, it's black tie," and she'd be like, "It is not black tie." It's not. So it's not black tie, but in my mind, that was how monolithic it was for me. It was this way more than it needed to be a big deal to me. And one year I was probably 16 and I could not figure out what to wear. I couldn't choose a dress. I couldn't figure out what to do with my hair. I didn't know if I wanted to wear makeup. Like, I was absolutely throwing a teenage fit, honey, like a full fit. And I remember like laying on the floor of the sunroom like, I don't know what to wear. And I was like, Mom, I just want to wear a sweater. She was like, wear a sweater. And I was like, I can do that? She was like, yes, you can wear what you want. Be presentable, wear what you want. I'm like, okay. So I remember going downstairs to my room and I pulled on this gorgeous white and pastel sweater and put on a pair of jeans, and I was looking at my wall of shoes. I to this day hate shoes, I'm sorry. And I grabbed this little pair of mauve kitten heels and I got them at Goodwill. And I just had this weird little outfit and I was like, I want to straighten my hair. And my mom was like, okay, let's straighten your hair. So I went that year just so happy that I just could dress like I wanted to, and it was just like so freeing. And I always compared myself to all my beautiful drop dead gorgeous girl cousins, that they're just wonderful, kind, and accepting, but internally I feel like there's always this like comparison thing with me and my cousins. And that year people were not as dressed up, and it was just kind of like almost all of us had straight hair. Maybe it was just the era, but I just remember feeling so affirmed that like, okay, how I look is okay, and it doesn't always have to be a big fight. So that's my story on that. I have a very complicated relationship with fashion. I love it so much. I wouldn't be who I am without Natalie Happy's help and guidance in my life. She answers the phone for every breakdown. Sometimes I'm doing really poorly that every single day my outfit is pre-planned by her and I going through my closet. So if you need help with something, even if it's super weird, ask around, because she has honestly saved me so much for that. So being Italian has been a kind of a life constant reminder of who you are, that there's this like identity screen that comes up when you think about like Italian heritage, and from food to dynamic to like location in the world and kind of how you come off. We are very bold overall, very passionate, entrepreneurial spirits, and very loyal and giving, and so many amazing qualities that I think define who I am so much. And I would definitely not be who I am without my incredible, crazy Italian family. So I love them, and I'm thankful to live in Indianapolis right now and have got to see them so much in the past few years. So that's kind of a little bit more of a get to know me. The only other thing that I like want to mention briefly is that ties into both of those things is my relationship with food. I've talked about before how much I love food and I love cooking and I love snacking, and I am so blessed to have a healthy relationship with food for the most part. When I was modeling a lot, I was really restrictive of my diet, and definitely have gotten too skinny a lot, and I've been on medication in the past that has made me gain a lot of weight, and so there has been some issues in that, but overall I am so infinitely blessed to have not developed a full eating disorder and not gotten to the point that my issues in relationship to food have been life controlling. Sometimes I need a nudge to eat more portions because I just eat super healthy and I don't eat enough sometimes. But then being Italian kicks in and I'm like, I'll just make pasta and I'll be fine. And so that's kind of been what my intro, I guess. It's been my intro to food and how much I love it and care about it. But I'm thankful to have a healthy relationship to food within fashion and within my heritage. I cannot say how thankful I am for the issues that I have. I know that sounds weird, but I have been around so many amazing human beings that do struggle with eating disorders and with their fashion and their heritage and their family groups, that all kind of, those three come into play to cause extreme issues in people's day-to-day life. And I'm so blessed to say that those main issues and dynamics that a lot of people have in the modeling and fashion industries that I run in, mine have come together to kind of almost bring a beautiful place to grow from constantly. Like, my foundation is so strong. I know I'm beautiful. I'm so confident. I'm so handsome. I love who I am. I wouldn't change myself for anyone. And I love food. I love cooking. And at the end of the day, I love clothes. I love the journey that I'm on, though it is very vulnerable right now. Being authentic and letting you into that. So it's been quite a journey, and I'm thankful that you're here for it. And I'm excited to get to the place that I can model again and work with photographers again and get really comfortable in front of the camera as I am. And in all of that, I hope that I'm continuing to be authentic and real and enjoyable overall. So that's more about me. Thank you for watching and listening. Hopefully I was less distracting.